Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. It's been forever since I've been in this kitchen. Kind of feels weird. Today I'm just doing two real quick, real simple recipes, things you probably have around the house, might not know what to do with. You bought them thinking you were going to do something, never got around to it. Today's thing that I want to do that with is just a simple can of cherry pie filling. I had every intention during the holidays to make a cherry pie. Never happened. I got lazy, went to the store, bought one. So today, what I am going to do is I'm going to take two things that we normally make, but we're going to change them up. One of them is just going to be a very simple Southern biscuit or breakfast biscuit. Yes, I'm cheating. I'm using Bisquick, but it's good. And around here, I cannot get soft flour. So I have to do with what I can. This is a real simple recipe. It's not even a recipe, it's out of the box, like I say. It's one pack of Bisquick, half a cup of water. You just mix it up. Not like, come on, there's nothing special about this. What, this is more an idea. This is more that spark to give you the inspiration to try something, to change something you normally would make and try something new with it. I make these biscuits all the time. Sometimes I make a real big one. I'll put raisins and chocolate and all that kind of stuff in it. Other times, I just leave it as is, like I'm doing here, or I need more space. I'm just working on a small counter here. So we just have a small little ball of the dough. We're just going to sort of knead that together a bit. Um, so yeah, or other times I'll make it savory. Take this, add some really nice cheddar cheese to it, add some garlic, and make like Red Lobster style garlic and cheddar biscuits. Those are so good. Those are going to be a video very soon because I do have the recipe for those. So all I'm doing is I'm going to make this a big one, partially because I'm lazy, partially because it's going to look really nice. And all I'm doing here is flattening this out into a disc. I want it about a 1/4 inch thick, not too thick. This is going to puff and rise. Of course, working your hands, you're going to get it on you. That's fine. If you're really worried about that stuff, put on a pair of gloves. It's all right. Now, just kind of like when you see where we have our little disc. Now, kind of like when you make a pizza, I'm just going to run my fingers around the edge, create like a lip, something to hold that cherry filling in with. And there we go. Very simply done. Like I said, this isn't a recipe. This isn't something like, oh my God, this takes skill and blah, blah, blah. I said, this is inspirational. This is giving you ideas to take things that you might not normally put together and try. Because you never know, you might come out with something incredible. So I just have my cherry pie filling here. We're just going to put a couple of spoonfuls in there. It's just something different. Still can have it for breakfast instead of having a Danish. We're just going to have our little cherry biscuit instead. So there we go. Not hard. Didn't say it was. This now is going to go into our 450 oven for about 15 minutes. There, that is done. While that's cooking though, let's go and take our next recipe. Now this one's just as simple, and again, I'm not trying to create anything new. I'm not trying to show you anything new. I'm using an out of the store brownie mix. This is the same one I did when I showed you how to make the really soft and chewy brownies. I'm going to do it the exact same way. So we have our 9-inch square baking pan that we've buttered. Make sure it's covered all over because otherwise it's going to be really hard to get out. We have our brownie mix in there. Just as their ingredients, their instructions say, got a quarter cup of water, a third of a cup of oil, and 1 egg. I'm just going to beat that together a little bit before it goes in, because just like last time, we want to mix this as little as possible because we want them like nice and tender. We don't want them tough. So that now just goes straight into there. And once again, just using a fork, I'm just going to mix these up. You don't need your power beater. You don't need your stand mixer. All you're trying to do is incorporate this all together. It doesn't take much. If you do get little bits of brownie mix that haven't mixed in, little dry bits, don't worry, they'll cook in. That's that. I'm going to take our spatula. Again, I'm not trying to create anything new here. This is just inspirational. I love chocolate and cherries. I love black forest cake. But there's times I don't want to make a whole cake. There's times I don't want to mess around doing a whole black forest cake. So this gets me in the ballpark with stuff I already have, and I know it's still going to taste really good. So we're getting all that in there. If you're not a cherry fan, that's fine. Do this with strawberry pie filling. Blueberry pie filling would be so good. I don't know how apple would go. I'll have to try that one day. Apple will go really good with those squares. So we have our brownie that we're just going to spread out evenly in the pan. There we are. We're going to scrape the last of it off. Try and get it all. Don't want to waste this. Itchy nose. And of course, well, nothing stopping you from licking your fingers in your own kitchen, is there? And of course, then back to our cherry pie filling. And this, though, we're just going to put a few spoonfuls. And we're just going to sort of let that sink in and do its own thing as it bakes. And there we are. Again, gotta lick your fingers. So you see, I really haven't done anything special there. Nothing you wouldn't have thought of yourself. We're going to take a short break. We have 10 minutes left on the scones, biscuits, whatever you want to call them. Then we're going to put this in the oven. This is going to go in. I know the box says 350. We're going to put it in at 325, and it says for 25 minutes. We're going to put it in for 30 minutes. By cooking it a little bit slower, a little bit longer, or sorry, a little bit lower, but a little bit longer, we're going to get that nice chewy brownie. So until then, we'll see you all soon. I'm going to have my coffee, and when we come back, we're going to taste all this and see how it all looks. So until then, have a great morning. And hello, everyone. We are back. We did our cherry scone or cherry biscuit, whatever you'd like to call it. And we have our brownies. Now, the brownies I just took out of the oven. These things are roasting hot. But look at that. So good. I can't wait to take one of those once they cool down. That's going to wait. I'm not going to taste those on video. Simple reason, I don't want to wait any longer. I'm hungry. I'm just going to get out a knife. We're going to cut a little piece of this cherry, whatever you want to call it. I don't know anymore. Nice, fluffy, light. The way I look at this is if I eat biscuits, I'm going to put jam on them. I've kind of done the same thing. I've just baked the jam right onto it. That in the morning, your coffee, so good. Drizzle a little homemade icing. Take a quarter cup of icing sugar, a couple of tablespoons of milk, mix them together, drizzle that on top. Even just some straight icing sugar, that would be so good. And cherry was stuck to my lips. The biscuit is fluffy, it's moist, it's not dry at all. That cherry filling, it just adds a level of sweetness to it. Like I said, almost like putting a jam on it. But so good. I really hope you guys will give this a try. Think of things that you like that could go well together. Or just try something new. I still have cherry pie filling on me. So, until next time, let's put this down for now. It's been great to see you all again. I hope to get back into the kitchen more often, but, well, recent events, as you know, they put a change to things. So, until the next time we meet, I wish you all the best of health, the most love possible in your lives, and, of course, all the best food that you can think of. So, my name is Andrew. I am the 5 p.m. chef. And until next time, we'll see you all again real soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.